Okay, so we're ready to do orders now. We're on our list of orders, which if you're not there already, you can just click on orders and that will put you where you need to be. And we'll go ahead and scroll to the bottom and we can scroll through our pages of orders, get to the last page. So that's good to know. Also you can filter. So we'll filter on complete now. We'll go ahead and do some initial order. I see nothing in that. Sample received. We can reload the grid with this guy in the bottom left-hand corner, and that essentially takes the order status away. Also, you can always just re-click that navigation, and that reloads the page from scratch. We can filter on client. What you do is you go ahead and pop the box up, type a V. That'll go to the first client with a V, and we can just keep typing V until we get to Vince. And now we're filtered on orders that Vince has submitted. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take that off again and show you what I want to get to is order 4855. So I can type it in order ID, hit enter, and that takes me to 4855. And now I can go ahead and open this up for edit, or I can just view the details, but in this case we want to click edit. Okay. Now we can see our order here, the insurance information, patient contact information, and go ahead and change what we need to in here. One word of caution, do not click the X to delete a test that has already been had a upload. And the reason why when you hit save is it will create a critical error. So hopefully in the future we say, hey, don't try to do that. But for now you just get the critical error. Also, you can associate a file, so click Associate File, go grab what you want. And I'm not actually going to do that. But when you do that, it'll automatically upload it. And then you can show hide documents and see all the documents associated with an order. So this one was an upload, this one was an upload. These were reports that were generated, and then text files that were uploaded. Okay, we make any change we want to in here. Within those limits I've already said, so we'll go ahead and make our change and hit save. And that's going to bring the full list back. Another thing we can do here is if we're looking at our initial orders, or maybe we got some samples in where the order was entered by the client or ordered previously, or resample. We got our sample received, and lab staff can indicate when that has had the DNA extracted. So you select the order or orders where the sample's received, and now we want to say DNA extracted, and click to update status. And now when we do DNA extracted, we'll actually find that order in there. Okay, assays. So our list of assays works very much the same. Full list of assays, so it's by order number and test. So we have a lot more pages. We'll go ahead and go to the end, or the real end there. And we can see everything that's been entered recently. Initially, there may be some catch-up in getting these things to the right status for where they're at now, but once everything's in line, it should be pretty easy to keep up. So what we can do is go ahead and focus in on a specific test. I'll do the 2C19 that have been entered. And now what I can do is go ahead and change these to PCR complete. So maybe for some reason we decided a sample was bad. I don't know how you guys decide these things, but there's a couple that aren't quite ready to go. We can uncheck those before we do the PCR complete. And what that'll do is if we were to hit update test statuses, it would change all those tests to the status of the PCR complete. And in the case, which I don't have one here, let's see. So if there was multiple tests on one order, one test could be PCR complete, the other one could still be over and entered, or maybe one's been approved and the other one's back to PCR complete because it needs to be rerun. You can keep those statuses separate. Okay, so I think that's about it that I need to show you. Again, if I do that 48, whoa, that was odd. Let's see. Ooh. I'll just reload that page. And 4855. And we can see again the one test, and let's say that one was not really released, so we're going to change the thrombosis back to awaiting approval. Okay, so that is it for the review and edit. I haven't figured out how to turn this off.